I think by far the most disappointing team here in this NBA season, the LA Clippers. This team won 50 games last year. They were projected to win 50 or more this year. They have a clear title window with the oldest roster in the NBA, and they're almost 10 games under 500. And you know what makes it worse? They do not own their 2026 first round pick. The OKC Thunder do. This is a doomsday scenario for the NBA. If the Clippers do not turn it around, and they got to give their first round pick, maybe a top 10, top 5 pick, to the best team in the NBA. And what is going on, everybody? How is everybody doing today? We are going to try to rebuild the LA Clippers, a team that has been like one of the tougher teams to rebuild in 2K because they don't care about what you've done in the past. Kawhi Leonard's 34, Harden's 36, Bradley Beal is out for the year with a hip injury, Nicholas Batum is 36, Brook Lopez is 37, Chris Paul is 40 and is retiring at the end of the year. It's probably cooked. So before we get back into today's video, I want to give a word from today's sponsor, SeatGeek. SeatGeek is the best place to get your tickets throughout the NBA season. And it's not just NBA games that you can get access to on SeatGeek. It's concerts, festivals, maybe it's college basketball, college football, NFL games, you name it. There are more than 70,000 events listed on SeatGeek right now. They have over 35 million downloads. They are the #1 rated ticketing app. And some things that I love about SeatGeek, I love the calendar view as well. You can maybe just kind of sync it up with your calendar, see what works best, and you could see just in a good display how much tickets are going for. You guys know that I'm a Knicks fan. With the holidays coming up, I'm going to be back in New York, and I'm going to be looking to attend some of these games. Maybe it's not going to be Christmas Day, but it could be a little bit before that, maybe against the 76ers, maybe against the Miami Heat. We know those are going to be some really good games. And what I also like about SeatGeek as well, they rate every seat on a 1 to 10 scale. 10 is amazing, 1 is bad. So you want to look for those green dots. Green means good, red means bad, and you can see what deal you're getting the best value on. And throughout the NBA season, SeatGeek is giving you guys, my viewers, a great promotion. You could use code SROS10, SROS10, to get 10% off your next set of tickets at SeatGeek. Remember, that's SROS10. It doesn't matter if you've already made an account. The link is going to be in the description and the pinned comment below. And thank you again to SeatGeek for sponsoring today's video. Like, Chris Dunn probably does more in real life than 2K will give him credit for. John Collins is a 79 overall. The only asset that's pretty much under contract after next year is Ivica Zubac, who's under a great contract given what contracts are kind of going for in the NBA. I think Derrick Jones Jr. is under a great contract as well. Kawhi's got 2 years left. Harden, honestly, at this rate, may even opt out at the end of the year because he could probably get more money per year on a per year basis. And like, you look at the draft pick situation, it's a mess. And that's even before whatever punishment could happen from the aspiration Kawhi scandal. The Clippers do host the All-Star game this year. So their first rounder goes to OKC. Next year, it's a swap worse with OKC. Philly gets it in 28 to swap worse with them in 29. And then we do get our first round pick again in 2030. 2030. It's scary. So a lot of the eggs right now are in the Clippers basket right now and in the 2027 free agency, which has Giannis, it has Jokic, it has Kat. But I don't even want to live in that scenario. This team hasn't really been the best drafting team either, you could say. Like Kobe Brown, maybe a whiff of a first round pick at the end of the 2023 draft. I'd like to see more Cam Christie. I'd like to see more Kobe Sanders and maybe some more Yannick Conan-Niederhauser. But yeah, this team is a disaster. The Western Conference is loaded. They're not beating, in my opinion. Like, they're not beating OKC in the playoffs. They're probably not beating Denver. I know they went to a Game 7 against them last year, but this team is old. Bradley Beal was supposed to replace Norman Powell, who's playing like an all-star in Miami. I think we're on a path that they could fire Ty Lue. Like, I am recording this before the Mavericks game. You guys might see this before the Mavericks game. That was actually not a bad offer. It was like Nefeli Dante and Jurisic for Lopez, who's probably gone at the end of the year. But if they lose to Dallas tonight, like, I don't know, Ty Lue could end up getting let go. And this team definitely needs like a tertiary shot creator, somebody that can at least be what Norman Powell was for them last year, because Bradley Beal is not going to be that this year since he's out for the year. And when Kawhi, who has his injury concerns, is hurt or load managing, you need somebody to step up. Like, Harden cannot do everything at 36 years old. It is crazy the workload he has right now. Like, John Collins is an intriguing expiring contract. Like, are you packaging John Collins, Brook Lopez, and I don't know, Chris Dunn for like, or Nick Batum for like CJ McCollum? No. Could we get Zach LaVine on this team? I don't think they're going to have assets to go after like a Trae Young or LaMelo Ball, but like you have James Harden already. Same thing with John Morant. Like Cam Thomas is an intriguing like real life option. He might have too much trade value in this game for us to acquire him. Like, could DeMar DeRozan just be like a short-term fix? You probably could just get there with like John Collins' matching salary, or you can maybe offer Bogdan Bogdanovic's like full-on expiring, because DeRozan, you still owe him like $10 million next year. So yeah, we're definitely going to hit the trade market, I think, because we don't own our first round pick. Yeah, there's a scenario where we trade Kawhi, we trade Harden, but I just don't think that's realistic right now. We could think about a Kawhi trade in the offseason, who's playing very well in 2K's mind. 24.5 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists. He just had a really good game in their loss against the Memphis Grizzlies, a team that does not have Ja Morant, and they lost to them at home. I thought of a hilarious trade offer, but getting Kawhi and Paul George, or Kawhi and Embiid on the same team, would be so ironic because they can never stay healthy. Paul George for Kawhi Leonard, and the Clippers get some of their draft picks back. Kawhi Leonard is objectively a better player than Paul George right now, and for the next 2 years, I know they both have their injury concerns, but Kawhi is better in my opinion. He's about a year younger. Like I said, it's a comedic reason to get Kawhi and Embiid on the same team, and then also get Paul George back on the Clippers, but it gives them some draft capital later on. I don't know who would say no to that, like, because the Clippers would probably want their first rounder this year, and maybe Paul George could be a little bit better as a number 1 option again, or number 2 option behind Harden. At least you get some draft collateral back for 28 and 29. All right, so this team has turned it around a little bit. Thank you, 2K. We are 29 and 21, so we're going to try to be a little bit aggressive here at the deadline. I do not want to trade away the 2030 first round pick, which I believe I can do. Yep, the step being rule would allow me. I feel like that pick would have 3.5-star trade value. So yeah, I'm going to try to part ways with some of the expiring contracts if possible. Once again, an objectively hilarious trade offer to get Paul George back here in Los Angeles. I don't want to like rip off another team. I feel like Miles Bridges would make a lot of sense. I mean, the Clippers are a desperate team. Nothing says I'm more desperate as a team than trading for Miles Bridges, so we could end up doing that. Michael Porter Jr. isn't bad, but like, I don't know. Michael Porter Jr. may be playing too well where Brooklyn, I mean, yeah, you're getting out of that $38 million contract for some expirings. Like, I'll probably do that one if I can't find anything else. Like, DeJounte Murray's a fun idea. The Pelicans get out of that contract as well. And then he goes in the backcourt with Harden. Harden kind of goes to the 2-guard spot. I mean, I kind of like Michael Porter Jr. a little bit more, who's been a bucket this year for the Nets. And it gives us still that 2-year window. It would be funny for us to get back Terrence Mann. Like, what are the odds I could get Cam Thomas from you? I would have to give up, like, I'm not giving up Zubats. Like, that's just a non-negotiable. I mean, giving up Zubats for Claxton isn't like the biggest downgrade of all time, but it is a clear downgrade. I mean, you don't really have any roster spots. Do you like Conan Niederhauser? Like, can I throw in anything else? I can't, I don't want to throw in the 2030 first, but getting Cam Thomas and Michael Porter Jr. on this team, like, 2K's gotta love that. I mean, let me throw it out there. Oh, this is so stupid, but I'm going to do it anyway. They would want Brook Lopez for Terrence Mann. What about if we just did this straight up? Don't throw in Zubats. Okay, Derrick Jones Jr. This comes down to, like, do I prefer to have Derrick Jones Jr. on the team or my 2030 first round pick? I mean, what's crazy, I think I'm going to say the 2030 first. Like, no, I'd rather have Derrick Jones Jr. just because I plan on at least signing guys. Like, if I'm bad in 2030, that means this rebuild has gone to a complete disaster. So I'm going to do this trade. I think I like Terrence Mann on the roster more than Brook Lopez. So would they do this? They will. This is the dumbest trade ever, but it's such a necessity. Harden, Thomas, Kawhi, Porter Jr., and Zubats. I mean, Porter Jr. has worked out fine in Denver. Like, he was a good player in, like, that tertiary role. I have no idea how Cam Thomas is going to be on the same team with James Harden. Like, that could be an absolute disaster. But at least it gives them a bucket getter. And then, like, I didn't have to trade away Yannick Niederhauser. Like, could I somehow trade away Nicholas Batum, Kobe Brown for, like, a center that's just irrelevant, like DeAndre Jordan? Bring him back to Los Angeles? Not the worst idea. I think I might do this trade with Boston. I mean, like, could I somehow just do Batum for Tillman in a second rounder? Would they do that? Could I just do Batum for Tillman? Never mind. Is there any, like, centers out there? Like, we could try to get Rashawn Holmes on the roster. Sure. So now, like, we have Zubats, Holmes, and Niederhauser. We have Derrick Jones Jr. I mean, Kawhi could be a stretch 4. Porter could be a stretch 4. We still have Chris Dunn under contract for another year. Like, we have Max Christie, or Cam Christie, sorry. Like, Chris Paul needs to be out of the rotation. All right, that was my possible season-saving trade. I did have to part ways with my 2030 first rounder, but we're 8 games above 500. I think we should be okay with this. 1 game into the Cam Thomas LA Clippers era. he gets hurt. I don't think I'm going to be able to re-sign anybody that important here. Like Cam Thomas, I mean, I think he's still, or no, Cam Thomas might be unrestricted at the end of the year. So this might be like the only year we get Cam Thomas on this team. All right, so Nikola Jokic ends up winning MVP with the Denver Nuggets. Cooper Flagg is your rookie of the year for the Dallas Mavericks. Valanciunas, sixth man of the year. Mobley, Depoy. Montas Buzelis, most improved. And Devin Booker is your clutch player of the year. Damn, Jokic and Cade Cunningham unfortunately got hurt. Shout out James Harden, All-NBA first team. I mean, 2K. Yeah, I'm cool with this. You just saved me giving the OKC Thunder a top pick in the draft. 51, 41, 91 splits, 28 points, 5 rebounds, and 8.5 assists. I don't think we're going to get Kawhi on an All-NBA, probably not an All-Defensive team. Yeah, we don't get anything else, but the Clippers ended up as a 4 seed. Holy crap. We just saved. Every 28 other teams in the league should be thanking me right now that I didn't give the OKC Thunder a top pick in the draft. 2K, also, how did Golden State get the 1 seed? Oh, how is OKC the 6th seed? They were 19-1 on my start today save, and they end up going, what? They end up going 31-31. They basically went 500. Why does 2K hate the Thunder? I don't know, but I guess I can't really complain too much right now. So I actually have no idea if Bradley Beal is going to opt in next year. That's going to be an interesting storyline. But Ivica Zubac banged up a little bit, played all 82 games. He can play through it. We have Porter Jr., Thomas, Kawhi, Harden going into this playoff series against Minnesota. Would be a little bit of a mixture of offense versus defense. Chris Paul, let's hang it up, man. You are not going to be in the playoff rotation. Terrence Mann definitely is. Derrick Jones Jr. and Chris Dunn definitely will be as well. I think I'm going to go with Rashawn Holmes as the backup center. He's going to get about 12, maybe 13 minutes a night. Let's go 33 to Zubac, 36 to MPJ. I would like to go 37 to Kawhi. He's paid like somebody that should be playing 37 minutes a night. Maybe we end up going like 32 to MPJ, 32 to Cam Thomas, 37 to James Harden. So we're taking on Minnesota. They have DiVincenzo, Ant, McDaniels, Randall, Reed, Gobert, Mike Conley, Clark, Shannon Jr., Leonard Miller, Joe Ingles. We're going to lose game 1 by 5. Harden with 32, 9, and 8, and 4. 26 points for Kawhi Leonard. Game number 2, we are going to hopefully win this game. Bang, there we go. 117, 100, 24, and 14 for Zubac. 23, 3, 6, and 5 for Harden. All right, let's win game number 3. Chris Dunn, good, or he's got a hand injury, but he's good to go. We win game 3 by 3. What a fourth quarter comeback that was. 20 for Kawhi, 14 and 13 and 2 blocks for Zubac. He had 6 offensive rebounds in that game. MPJ flu game. He gets the flu. He dropped only 11 points, but Cam Thomas 21, Zubac 20, Harden 30, or no, Kawhi 33, 13 and 6. Harden had 41, 7 and 17. I said that like Rockets, Harden is never walking through that door again. Boy, was I wrong. Game 5. We win this one. The Clippers won a playoff series. Hell yeah, let's go. All right, so round number 2, we're taking on Golden State. MPJ is over his flu. Golden State 1 seed this year, so they're really good. Both the Warriors and the Clippers kind of have this 2-year window in a way. Both of these teams are extremely old as well. And Jimmy and Curry are putting up 47 combined. So you have Toronto, Milwaukee. Okay, the Knicks lost to Milwaukee in round 1. Atlanta and Orlando, OKC and San Antonio. Can make an argument we're the second best team remaining. We do lose by 6 to Golden State here in game number 1. Game number 2, we're going to lose this one as well by 13. Damn, we only scored 19 points in that fourth quarter. Kawhi and Harden had 46 combined. Game number 3, we go down 3-0. Never mind. We're not the second best team. Golden State is clearly better than us. I'm still thinking OKC is better than us. I don't know how they're the 6th seed. All right, we're not getting swept. Harden 30, Cam Thomas 32, Leonard 24, 11, 5, and 3, 6 turnovers. Game number 5. Hey, we're alive. We just won by 26 points. All right, what are the odds we can force a game 7? This is kind of crazy. First quarter doesn't go our way. Second quarter doesn't really go our way either. Third quarter, though, strong. Okay, 5.5 minutes away. You're up by 4. Up by 4. Oh my God, we're forcing a game 7. You're up by 3. Let's hop in. All right, let's just, we don't have to blow this here. They're not going to foul, but we have mainly all the starters in. Michael Porter Jr. isn't in. I mean, who would say no to this trade? I don't know. It's such a risky move for the Clippers to trade their 2031st, but I don't know. I feel like Cam Thomas would waive it. Harden, please hit that. Oh, it was a good look. Zubac with the rebound. I didn't need to shoot that. I could have wasted more time. Holy crap, Zubac goes full Dirk. Like, I don't know. This team could trade away their 2031st, or at least like an unprotected swap. Maybe the Nets would be intrigued about that. But, like, Michael Porter Jr. is probably going for a lot more the way he's playing. I don't really think Cam Thomas, who could be a free agent, has that much trade value. And you're getting John Collins, expiring contract, Bogey, expiring contract, which are really nice as well. Harden kind of just ran all the way down the floor, but we're only up by 3. I kind of want to waste more time. Like, I probably could have had an easy 2 right there. But Zubats, I wanted the Zubats screen because, yep, Derrick Jones Jr. is not what I want. Harden down low, and he hits it. Let's go. That's probably the dagger. I think we're going to game 7. All right, Curry's going to kick it out to Buddy Hield. They got to go. Oh, my God, Cam Thomas. Why are you sagging off the GOAT three-point shooter? So stupid, man. So stupid. I mean, they don't have any timeouts. Like, if Harden hits both, game's over. But now they have a chance. Oh, my God. That's the one guy you can't give any bit of room to, and he's just standing in the corner. Unbelievable. All right, Harden, just knock down both of these. Oh, you got to be freaking kidding me. No, no, no. Kawhi, step up on Buddy. Okay, Jimmy, please, no. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. He probably should have passed it to Buddy earlier. Curry, I'd rather take a Curry contested 3 than what Jimmy just took. Game 7, folks. All right, game 7. Winner takes on OKC here in the conference finals. Can we win on the road and pull off the 3-0 comeback? I mean, that would be something else. We are down by 1. All right, wow. Oh, my God, we are outscoring them by 18 in the third. We're up by 14 with 7.5 to go. We're about to pull off the 3-0 comeback. Oh, my God, the Warriors just blew a 3-0 lead. That is so bad. I mean, we know they blown a 3-1 lead in their history back in 2016. I mean, they almost blew a 3-1 lead to the Rockets in the 2025 playoffs. Here we are, conference finals. I did not think I would get this far. I mean, 2K doesn't really like the Thunder, so we just beat them by 25 in game 1. Am I about to win it all with this team? Game 2, we went. Oh my God. Okay. All right. Cam Thomas coming up clutch. Michael Porter Jr. dropping 20. Game 3, we just won it. We are up 3-0 on the Thunder. This is so unrealistic. Game 4. Oh my God, we just swept them. 2K has some vendetta against the Thunder. I don't know why they hate them. Maybe. I don't know. But Harden drops 44, Kawhi 29, and we're in the NBA Finals. Finals MVP or Conference Finals MVP. Harden, 31-11. Giannis, Eastern Conference Finals MVP. It's like the 2019 MVP race all over again between these. 2019? Yeah, 2019 MVP race between these two here in the NBA Finals. So Giannis is probably staying in Milwaukee. This is crazy. Game 1. Oh my God, we're 3 games away from the first title in LA Clippers history. Game 2, we win. Oh my God, we are up 2-0. No, I did not. I just wanted to keep this team afloat. Like, I was just like, you know what? Give the Thunder the 16th overall pick, and we can all go home happy. And I'm up 3-0. Oh my God. I was down 3-0 to the Warriors. So we are currently on an 11-game winning streak in the playoffs. Are we about to win it all? Oh my God. Wow. We just went on a 12-game winning streak and won it all. James Harden, you are getting a statue outside the Intuit Dome. 30 points, 9.5 assists, 6.5 rebounds. You are a superstar, Harden. Superstar. Let's go. Let's improve these here. Player retirement, you got LeBron. Chris Paul gets a ring. Harden gets a ring. I traded away Brook Lopez, right? Well, he already had a ring. Nick Batum gets a ring as well with the Clippers. I don't think he's gotten a ring in his career. Wow. I can't believe that just happened. I can't believe I actually won a title with this team. Rick Carl also retires. Interesting. He's close to getting 1,000 wins in real life. And yeah, do we retire anybody's jersey number? The Clippers retire Chris Paul's jersey number. I'm sure they wish they got a ring with him in his prime here, but good enough. I don't own my first round pick this year, and I don't care. We give OKC, so it's not going to be the 30th overall pick. It's going to be the 23rd pick. Fine with me. Wow. They won it all. I didn't even have to fire Ty Lue. That is crazy, man. I'm like in shock right now. I was down 3-0 to the Warriors. 3-0. And we ended up going on a 12-game winning streak? 12-game winning streak. I might have to throw the simulator difficulty up on like 70 now. So like we don't own our first round pick. I don't know if I would trade up for one. Who actually won the lottery? Was it Memphis? It was Washington. Indiana 2, Charlotte 3, Jazz 4. That would technically be Brooklyn's pick at 5. So let's go here to the NBA draft. I mean, I don't really think I'm going to draft anybody because, like, where am I going to play them? So Michael Porter Jr. is somebody we could try to trade, but, like, having 2 max slots in 2027 is kind of sexy, or close to 2 max slots. I might try to trade Terrence Mann, who's a good wing, but for, like, a backup big, like Luke Cornett, but I don't really want Luke Cornett's, like, 2-year deal remaining. Like, could I somehow get a big... Wow, some teams will give me a first rounder for Terrence Mann. NBA championship or NBA champion Terrence Mann to you. Like Jalen Smith, or a little, like, I'm not getting pick 13 from them. Like, would I rather trade Terrence Mann for, like, Jalen Smith or pick, like, 27? I mean, I'll do this trade. Let's just do it. Jalen Smith, welcome to the Clippers, and I also get out of that contract next year. He's going to be the backup 5. I mean, with him being the backup 5 instead of Conan Niederhauser, could I somehow get, like, 22 for Niederhauser? No. Could I get 31 and 39 for Niederhauser? No. What about just 31? Okay, so I don't get a first rounder, but I get pick 31. So we will have a draft pick here. Cameron Boozer goes number 1. He now has a nice front court long term with Sarr. Pacers, they take Darren Peterson. I think that's the right pick still. And then number 3, the Charlotte Hornets select AJ DeBanza. You got to take the best player available. So at pick 31, there's Alex Condon from Florida. There's Malachi Moreno. There's Henry Vasar from UNC. There's JT Toppin from Tech. Donnie Freeman from Syracuse. You have Alex Caravan, Jalen Harrelson from Notre Dame. He was a big transfer. Richie Saunders could be a fun fit here. Cohen Carr, just an athletic stud. You got Isaiah Harwell, who I might take here from Houston. Otega Owe, Adrian Woolley from Louisville. You do have Darius Akuff and Tahad Pettiford and Mario St. Superi, Caden Boozer, Silas Emery, some good point guards available. Braden Smith, who I don't draft a lot. Like, yeah, Darius Akuff would make a little bit more sense for this team. I'm taking Braden Smith. I'm taking the 22-year-old out of Purdue. I just want it all. My risk tolerance can go up a little bit. I could be a little bit more risky here. So Harden opts out as expected. Dunn, I'm going to pick up. Kobe Brown, I'm going to let walk. Bradley Beal accepts his player option. So, hey, I get Bradley Beal as a scorer next year. I got to give Harden whatever he wants in free agency. I don't win it all without him. I can extend the qualifying offer to Cam Thomas. We're going to do that. Same with Sanders. Same to Jordan Miller as well. Harden has a 2-year deal worth $100 million from the Wizards. I will give you more than that. I'll give you, yeah, I think you'll take that, right, over the Wizards deal. Cool. And then Kobe Brown for the minimum. Yeah, like, I'd rather you back on the minimum. How does this team have cap space with Kawhi? Did Kawhi retire? No. I don't know how this team has cap space with, like, $90 million there, like 109, 129. I guess, yeah, they able to finagle the cap a little bit. So we get back Harden. Brown at a much cheaper price tag. Cam Thomas, I'm probably going to match whatever. I would still like to bring back Sanders and Miller. So Cam Thomas gets a deal from the Grizzlies. How bad is it? 3 years, 40. I'm going to match that deal for sure. Like, Cam Thomas and Zubats, the future of the LA Clippers. I do have, like, Malik Beasley. I could sign a 1-year deal too. Keon Ellis as well. I kind of need some bigs. Like, Josh Minot, can I get on the minimum? Maybe. Because, like, I have Bradley Beal coming back. I have Chris Dunn. I have Cam Thomas. I have Porter Jr., Leonard, Derek Jones Jr. Like, I should probably get another center. Drummond, bring back Brook Lopez. Mamu? Like, can I snag Mamu on a 2-year deal? That'd be pretty electric. I don't know if I'm going to be able to. I get Mamu. Do I get Minot? Let's go. And I'm going to snag Keon Ellis on a 2-year deal with a team option just to have another, like, Chris Dunn or a Chris Dunn replacement if I were to trade him. Anybody switch teams? Reeves goes to the Jazz. Like, I do wonder, the Lakers got to give Reeves, like, the max, right, in the offseason. Like, what if the Wizards or the Nets just gave Reeves the max? I don't think the Lakers would penny pitch there because LeBron's contract is coming up. So here is all the regression, baby. Oh, it's crazy. So Harden doesn't align with the 2-year timeline now, which could limit our free agency spending next offseason. But Harden on a 1-year deal, as long as he doesn't fall off a cliff this year, I could be able to trade if we're really going to try to target a Giannis or a Jokic. Or even like a Karl Anthony Towns, I think could still be a fun addition if I was going to move on from Kawhi, who did just get a title here. 3rd title with 3 teams, even though, like, now I'm tripping. Who got finals MVP for us? It was... Yeah, Harden, right? So we could re-sign Kawhi before the season starts. I'm going to pass. I think this is a fairy tale ending. I don't think this is really happening in Los Angeles. Porter Jr. is going to leave. That's fine. Smith, like, Dunn on the minimum. I'm not going to move just yet. Derek Jones Jr. on the minimum, however. Let's give him that. Who I could still trade before, like, middle of the year is an expiring deal. I do need to release 2 players. Sorry, Jordan Miller. I think you're going to be one of them. And I think, Bradley Beal has regressed pretty hard. I like Kobe Sanders, though. I think I'm going to release Kobe Brown. So let's go here to the 2027 season where the Clippers are the reigning champions. All right, so it's going to be Harden, Thomas, Leonard, like pretty much the same starting 5. Jalen Smith's going to get like 15 minutes a night. Chris Dunn can get 15 a night. Derek Jones Jr., I'm cool with him getting 18. Keon Ellis can get 15. Like, Minot's probably the right guy to play here, but I would like to get, oh God, do I play Bradley Beal? I don't even know. Like, Bradley Beal is so cooked, I think. I'm going to go 12 to Braden Smith. Let's go 35 to Harden. I need that trade value to look semi-good if I do trade him in the offseason. So, yeah, let's see what these guys can do. We are going to go to balance, so Ty Lue doesn't get fired in this reality. All right, so shout out to Cooper Flag winning NBA Cup MVP this year. We're about 10 games above 500, 17-7 at the moment. We did lose Jalen Smith for 4 to 6 weeks with a calf muscle injury, so we might see a little bit more Minot, a little bit more Mamu. And yeah, it's kind of like an even distribution with the ball right now this year. I did want to check in on Michael Porter Jr. shot tendency. Never thought like I should like raise it. I feel like it's at a 60 right now, so let's get that up to like an 80. Mid 80. I'm going to lower Cam Thomas as well. Like, I don't need Cam Thomas taking every shot. He might next year, but not this year. All right, so this team is 34-14 at the deadline. We are the 4th seed with a really good record this year, being 20 games above 500. The offense, top 7 in the West. The defense, though, top 4 in the West as well. I mean, like, I don't know if anybody really wants the Michael Porter Jr. expiring. He is not coming back at the end of the year. He clearly wants more touches. The problem is, like, I don't know. Who wants Porter Jr.'s expiring deal? Right now, we're slated to have about $60 million in cap space this offseason. If I could trade James Harden, it might be over $100 million. So that's a question. Like, I don't think I really want to re-sign a Kawhi at age 35. I think I might just try to win it all. I can trade for Joel Embiid. That's funny. I mean, like, Tyler Hero is a fun addition. He's an expiring contract at the end of the year. Lauri Markkanen, I don't know. Like, that's a straight salary dump. Like, Bradley Beal hasn't even really played for us at all this year. Domantas Sabonis is kind of hilarious. Jalen Suggs would be, like, a great fit on this team. I just don't see them doing that. Kristaps, like, yeah, do I want the bed? I mean, sending Porter Jr. back to Brooklyn, also hilarious. I don't really think I'm going to do any trades here. Ingram's expiring. Don't hate it. I mean, yeah, in a perfect world, Jeremy Grant for Michael Porter Jr. in a first. Now, is Grant an expiring or does he have a player option? Yeah, like, if that was an expiring, I'm doing that trade any day of the week, but wow, Washington also has a decent amount of cap. Like, I could trade him for Keyshawn George straight up. Like, I don't think they would do that. Or I don't really... Getting John Collins would also be hilarious. Or Bilal's in the last year of his deal. Branham, no. Like, what about Cam Whitmore? Could I do Cam Whitmore and a first rounder from Michael Porter Jr.? I don't want your first this year. Give me this swap in 2029. So I'm getting a first round pick. I'm getting Whitmore, who I at least have restricted rights for. So I can, like, see if I want to bring him back. Match any deal. I like that flexibility. And they get Michael Porter Jr. Would they do that? They are going to say no. Ooh, Cam Thomas for Collins. Okay, what about just a first round pick? You can keep Cam Whitmore. What about if we did Kevin Knox and a first rounder? Or that's Carter Knox, who was the 39th overall pick. Damn, that's really hurting our roster this year, though. For just like a first rounder instead of trying to win it all again. Let's just try to win it all again. Because, you know, we won it all last year. We're 22 games above 500 this year. It'd be cool to go back to back if possible. And Wemby wins MVP this year. Darren Peterson is your rookie of the year to the Indiana Pacers. Jabance is 6th man. Wemby Depoy. Jared McCain, most improved. Jokic, clutch player of the year. And Steve Kerr is your coach of the year. Do we get any Clippers here? We do. Yeah, we get James Harden on all NBA third team. All right, top 15 player in the week, James Harden. So if anybody wants to trade for him in the offseason, there we go. Shout out to Kel'el Ware being a top 5 defender in the sport. I think like my updated Heat rebuild with what they look like in real life is going to be a lot of fun. We don't get Braden Smith on an all-rookie team, but we do get the 3 seed in the playoffs. We were a 4 seed last year when we won it all. Harden, 22.7 points. Kawhi, 16-3, 3 assists as well. Cam Thomas, 16 points. Michael Porter Jr., 16 points. And what could be his last year as a Clipper. And we're taking on the Denver Nuggets here in round number 1, who have added Keegan Murray. 11 points, 5 rebounds, 45, 38, 82 splits. And yeah, I'm excited to see what like Kawhi playing way more than 28 minutes a night can look like here in the playoffs. So it's going to be Harden, Thomas, Kawhi, Porter Jr., Zubats. I'm sure like Keon Ellis would maybe be a better fit. Maybe we do that. Maybe we start Keon Ellis for defense. We have Cam Thomas as the pseudo 6th man. We go 16 to Jalen Smith because we're going to go 32 to Zubats, 32 to Porter Jr., 37 to Kawhi, 37 to Harden. Like I said, Cam Thomas is our Harden. Ellis is our Thabo Cephalosha. Harden knows that all too well. Dunn and Jones Jr. can get about 12 minutes a night apiece, I think. Or we go 15 a night to these guys, and then I will go about 6 more minutes. I don't really know. Maybe to Keon Ellis, and maybe do Michael Porter Jr. Now we're taking on the Nuggets. They have Nikola Jokic. They defeated us in the 2025 playoffs in round 1. Harden remembers that. He has 5 steals, 9 assists, and 45 points. Game 2 goes to the LA Clippers, 132-101, 21-10-10 for Jokic, 27-8 for Porter Jr., 24-4-9 for Harden, 20 points and 4 assists and 4 steals, 2 blocks for Kawhi. Game 3 goes to the Clippers, 34 for Harden, 26 for Cam Thomas, 21 for MPJ, 11 rebounds for Zubats. Don't blow a 3-0 lead, and we advance to round number 2 to take on the Memphis Grizzlies. Harden's averaging a 32-point triple-double. Just kidding. I don't know why I thought that said 9.7 rebounds. He's averaging 32 and 11. Pretty sick in round number 1. Kawhi and Cam Thomas and Michael Porter Jr. giving me basically 60 points for my second, third, and fourth options. We're taking on Memphis here in the second round. They've added Lou Dort. They finally get to see what they can out of Ty Jerome, who's been hurt all year in real life. And they win game 1 by 33 points. Oh my God. We just got embarrassed. Cam Thomas couldn't hit a shot. Ellis couldn't hit a shot. These guys were non-factors offensively. Game 2 goes to the Clippers. There we go. 101-84. We got outscored 23-6 in the first quarter, but we were able to still win. Let's go. Game 3 goes to the Grizzlies. Unfortunately, 130-104. Damn. 22 for Michael Porter Jr. Harden 6 of 21. 0 of 10 from 3. We got like non-playoff Harden last year. We got like what we thought could be. We got regular season Harden last year, but right now we're kind of getting playoff Harden in round number 2. 5 of 16, 1 of 8 from 3. We're down 3-1. Hey, 3-2. Kawhi, can you give me a little bit more prime Kawhi? Probably not. Game 6. We win this one. All right, we were down 3-1, and like the Warriors series last year, we were down by a decent amount, and we have a chance to make that 3-0 comeback or 3-1 comeback this year around a reality. We have a good first quarter, good second quarter, good third quarter, and we throw it all away at the start of the fourth. We're currently up by 1. Currently up by 1 with 94 seconds to go. All right, let's see what Harden can do at the free throw line. He's going to knock down the first free throw. He's got 16 points. Can he go 2 of 2? Yes, he can. There we go, Harden. That's what I like to see. So we are currently up by 3 with about 94 seconds to go. Keon Ellis trying to guard Jalen Wells right now. He's doing a fine job, which he can stay on the ball a little bit better. There's Zubats, really tired right now. Throws it over to Lou Dort, back to Edey. Okay, the ball movement is crazy for the Grizzlies, but great defensive possession. Edey had positioning on Zubats, does not get it. Let's run Kawhi. Everybody's tired right now. I mean, let's waste some time, though. We're up by 3. About 60 seconds to go. We're going to get a screen here from Zubats, and let's see what we can do. Kawhi, get downhill. Kawhi, and he's going to finish at the rim. Acrobatic Kawhi at age 35 gives us a 5-point lead. All right, so let's see. Can Harden stay in front of Ja Morant here? That's a big-ass Ja Morant, just not showcasing that athleticism, and I just ate my words. Oh, boy. Yeah, that was ironic. All right, so we're back up by 3. 22 seconds left. I don't think they're going to foul. We're going to bring this clock down to sub 20 seconds. Harden could hit a dagger here on Ja. I don't know who's going to set the screen. If it's going to be MPJ that I'm going to ask for. Yeah, let's try to run a pick and pop. Let's see if we can catch these guys slacking. We do. Michael Porter Jr. with the long 2, and he hits it. That's his shot, man. Well, also the 3-point shot. He knocks it down. That could be... Well, it's not going to be his last game as a Clipper, because if we do win this, like, we have a whole nother series, but this is probably his last year as a Clipper. He doesn't really want to re-sign. He got his second ring, so his MPJ on his way to being a Hall of Famer, potentially. Jalen Wells gets wide open there, but a good closeout by Keon Ellis, and it was good enough, and that's going to probably do it for us. Let's go. And Harden's going to knock the first 2 down. Bang, there we go. Okay, Edey's going to get, I thought, a quick 2, but damn, Zubats dealing with an injury. They're going to have to take a 3. Ja, no good, and we're going to the conference finals. So the Clippers, notoriously for blowing 3-1 leads, like they blew one with Chris Paul in the Doc Rivers era. They blew one against the Nuggets in the bubble with Ty Lue, and then they ended up coming back down 3-0 last year and 3-1 this year. We're taking on Minnesota, a team we beat in round number 1 last year. Great pickup for them, trading for Ryan Rollins. Oh, wow. It's pretty sweet. All right, game number 1. We are going to win this game. 130-117. Harden with 26. Michael Porter Jr. 23. Kawhi 22. Game number 2. We're going to win this one. Oh, my God. We are 2 games away from going back to the NBA Finals. They do win game 3, so it's not going to be as easy when you go up 3-0. Can we win game 4? Can we win game 4? We do end up winning game 4. 113-110. 36 for MPJ. And game 5, we're going to lose by 3. Okay, 26 for Randall, 24 for Edwards, 18 for Harden and Kawhi. Game 6, don't blow a 3-1 lead. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. We're getting a taste of our own medicine right now. 30 for Cam Thomas, 15 assists for Harden. Game 7. Oh, boy. This is a little scary. All right, that's a really good... Okay, all right. We're going to take care of business here. We're going to blow them out of the building. We end up winning 126-88. 30 points for MPJ, 25 for Cam Thomas, 21, 8, and 9 for Harden, 19, 4, and 5 for Kawhi. Harden, Conference Finals MVP. Same with Cade Cunningham, who just dropped 43, 8, and 7. He's probably the best player in this series here in the NBA Finals, but can we defeat them? I mean, MPJ averaged 24 They're taking on the Pistons with Lonzo and Cade in the backcourt. They've kept Toby along the way. They brought back Fontecchio, added Dariq Whitehead. We're going to win game one. This is like the Tobias Harris Bowl. Tobias versus his former team. This is the Blake Griffin series as well. Game number 2, we do win this one. 134-116. 38 for MPJ. 33 for Kawhi. Game 3. Oh my God, there goes Michael Porter Jr. for the year. Oh my God, he was so good for us in the playoffs. So that basically ends MPJ's tenure, I would say, as an LA Clipper. We might get Mamu in the rotation over Minot. So we'll give Mamu like maybe a little bit more playing time. 15 to Mamu. We'll go like 30 to Derrick Jones Jr., a little bit more to Zubats, a little bit more to Keon Ellis, who's been fine. 37 from 3. Game 3, we lose this one. What? Cade had 65. He knocked down 22 free throws. Oh my God, Derrick Jones Jr. in his first start was great. We lost by 6. Cade had 65. Are you kidding me? Kawhi fully good to go. Damn. 8 points in the first quarter. We end up losing by 25. We lost that first quarter by 25 as well, so we pretty much played even basketball after that. Game 5, they've won 3 in a row. Was Michael Porter Jr. the guy keeping this team alive? Game 6, yes, we force a Game 7 here. Game 7 of the NBA Finals, trying to go back-to-back. We just won by 19. Kawhi, just give me one more good game. This is probably your last game ever as a Clipper. Please, Kawhi, please. First quarter could be worse. Second quarter was good. Third quarter also could be worse. We're up by 8 with 10.5 to go. We just blew it. Oh my God, 94 apiece. We're down by 1. This time we're down when I'm hopping in. All right, so Harden's in the game here. Let's see. We want to just kind of attack Cade in a way. I mean, lefty, well, Cade's not a left, or Cade is, no. So Harden's going to knock that down. I'm really bad with knowing when players are lefties. Like, obviously I know Harden and like Brunson. Okay, I'm just sleeping on Cade right now. Lonzo gets to Cade. I probably should have like Keon Ellis guarding Cade. Cade's going to miss that. Oh my God. Chris or Cam Thomas, fight for that rebound, bro. Oh my God, that was embarrassing. Can we take Lonzo to school? We cannot. Kick it to Kawhi, guarded by Tobias Harris. They might throw a double, which I'm not shooting it. Kawhi's tired. Kawhi's backing him down, though. Kawhi, I am shooting it. Why did I do that? I said I'm not shooting it, and I shot it. I'm an idiot. All right. Oh, God. Cam Thomas trying to guard Lonzo is not great, and Lonzo actually hits that pull-up jumper. 3-point game, 62 seconds left. All right, Cam Thomas, what are you good for? Offense. Let's see if we can get you open for 3. Lonzo's a good defender, though, but can Kawhi and Zubac set good screens? Yes, they can. Cam Thomas, catch and shoot. I need that. Let's go. Let's go, Cam. All right, tie game. 50 seconds left. All right, let's play good defense once again. Okay, good. Keon Ellis is guarding Cade. That's what I want. Keon Ellis, I mean, nobody can guard Cade. I need somebody to help there. Somebody needs to play help defense. Keon Ellis actually played pretty good D. But, yeah, he's just going to drive right by you. Cade is a freakish athlete for somebody at the point guard position. Harden trying to go to school. Find Zubac inside. Not a good contest there by Duren. Easy bucket for us. We hold them about 10 seconds out there. We should be getting the final shot, which, I mean, Harden has turned into our best player by far. All right, Zubac, you do not need to be out on the perimeter. Jalen Duren cannot hit threes. We're going to help here. We're going to help here. But I need to get under the basket. No. I was so close to baiting them. Oh, my God. All right, this is Game 7 of the NBA Finals. This is Game 7. This is so stupid, but I got a Finals ring. I'm going for the buzzer beater 3. I'm going for the buzzer beater 3. I'm going to call a screen with about like 5 seconds left, and it might be contested, but I need the 3 here. Zubac, Harden. That's not a good look. That's not a good look. He misses it. Zubac with the rebound. Kawhi. Oh, did he get it off? No, I don't even think he got it off. I don't know why I did a side step back. All right, you know what? That's what I deserve. I wanted to go for the win. I mean, I probably should have drew up a design play than like a Harden contested 3. I should have done like at least a Harden like step back. Yeah, I would have liked to have that one back. Zubac gets the rebound. I don't even think Kawhi's shot would have counted. Damn. I mean, I had a little more balls on me just because we ended up winning the finals last year. Like, this is now house money. Yeah, that one makes me look a little bit foolish. I'm sorry, MPJ. MPJ's crying. And yeah, Cade Cunningham, Finals MVP. He averaged 37 points in that series. He didn't play like up to his standards there in Game 7. He played 44 minutes. Hey, that's fine. I went to 2 finals in the first 2 years of this modern day Clippers rebuild. I would say that's a big success. Let's go here to the player retirements. I don't know if something's going to happen. Oh my God, Harden retires. So I'm actually going to let him retire. I could have gotten an asset for the $58 million, but I think it's a little bit more realistic from him just retiring at 37, giving it his all. I mean, I don't know how that contract works in 2K. I know I get the $59 million off the books, but in real life, I don't know. I always It's different when you retire with money left on your contract. I think some leagues you get it, or you might get like a prorated amount. Bradley Beal ends up retiring as well. But yeah, Kawhi's gone. Harden's going to be gone. Or Harden's gone. Kawhi's going to be gone. Paul George retires as well. Clippers legend, am I right? Draft lottery time. We do own our first round pick in a way. It's a swap. So we are going to get our pick at 28. I think it was a swap with OKC, who's picking 10. Okay. Ty Lue, I will keep around just because he did help us get a finals in 2026. So let's go here to the trade finder. I think Cam Thomas, I wouldn't mind trading you. Dynasty starts after you, Cam Thomas, but I don't know. Zubats as well. 1 year left on the deal. He's not really happy here. I'm not trading him for Joel Embiid. It does free up $21 million, which I don't have many guys under contract, so I need to fill out like an actual bench. Hartenstein's making about $7 million less. Like, I would want a Hartenstein on like the 10th overall pick, right? I could trade for John Morant, who would be like the face of this team. I don't hate this. I don't hate this. I mean, if I offered you Cam Thomas for John Morant, how close are we? I think I'd rather see like what happens after the draft and free agency. All right, so we're on the clock here. I do want to take at least somebody that I know. Declan DeRue from Texas. We could take Rob Wright from Baylor. Dwayne Airsod from Arizona. Dalen Swain from Texas, I'm a big fan of. Bowen from Alabama, I'm a big fan of as well. Eric Reby from the German from UConn. I think I'm going to go Rob Wright. We're going to go BYU point guard here. We're going to have Rob Wright and Braden Smith here on our Clippers roster. If you follow college hoops, you definitely know those two guys. The number one pick was Christian Collins to the Rockets. Bruce Branch, who just reclassified, goes 5 to the Jazz. And yeah, we didn't own any second rounders. So we take Rob Wright, played at Montverde with Cooper Flagg, played at Baylor his freshman year and transferred to BYU with DeBanta this year. I'm going to bring back Cam Christie. For 3.9, I'm going to pick that up on Ellis. Braden Smith, yeah, I'm going to pick it up, but $5 million? Like, I might try to go after Donovan Mitchell and Karl Anthony Towns. So let's extend that offer on Kobe Sanders. Like, Jokic, I could sign. Nuggets giving him 5 for 300. Yeah, we just need to free up so many roster spots. So Kawhi gets kind of a deal from the Bulls. Like, I wouldn't mind Mitchell being the face of this team next year. Like, if I offer Donovan Mitchell, it's significantly less than what Jokic is getting paid. He's getting 4 for 200 from the Cavs. Giannis gets 4 for 222 from the Warriors, not even from the Bucks. I believe you have Cat here as well, right? Like, Karl Anthony Towns, 4 for 200. Kyrie Irving is here. We know he ages like fine wine in this game. Julius Randle, like, I think that's a pretty good price tag for that production. 28 mil a year. Like, I think I might try to lock up Julius Randle, 3 years, 24 million. Could I reunite, or not reunite, but bring in Randle and Donovan Mitchell? Maybe we're going to play one day in New York, but Mitchell obviously gets traded to Cleveland. Let's see. Can we outbid Cleveland for Mitchell? Yes, we can. So we're going to renounce the rights on Dunn, Leonard, Porter Jr., Smith, and Minot. Julius Randle and Donovan Mitchell are coming here to LA. All right, so before I maybe trade away Cam Thomas, how much money do I have remaining? I do have a little bit. Now, point guard is a position of need right now, just because it's like Braden Smith and Rob Wright. Ryan Rollins, I think that's like a really good price tag. If I can get him like on a 2-year deal, like I might only do 1 more year. That'd be a nice pickup, I think. Like Pods is there, Simons is there. Like these guys could be bucket getters. So let's see if we can get Rollins. We have Donovan Mitchell at the 2. Cam Thomas technically is a 6-man. I guess I kind of need a small forward, and 2K is allowing me to still sign Kawhi Leonard. I think we're going to let him walk. Sacramento, that's kind of your problem. Michael Porter Jr. bringing him back, I mean, for $6 million a year is a good deal. I don't mind Jaime Jaquez in a role, who's been good this year. Grady Dick. It would be kind of funny to bring in Michael Porter Jr. So let's try to bring in Michael Porter Jr. back, actually, when I thought it was done. We're choosing MPJ over Kawhi. I get him on a 2-year 18. Oh, God. Did Ryan Rollins get another deal? He didn't. So take my deal, Ryan, please. We're your only offer, and he's going to take that. Let's go. I can't sign Kawhi anymore. I do have about like $5 million to spend. I mean, Zubats is, yeah, I might get a 3rd center. It's actually not a bad team. I mean, Randall, Cam Thomas, Donovan Mitchell, Michael Porter Jr. A lot of guys like to have the ball in their hands. So that's going to be an interesting storyline this year. Somebody might end up getting traded. Let's bring in Santi Aldama on a 2-year deal, maybe. Can we get Santi? Yes, we can. We're going to renounce the rights on Kobe Sanders. And let me get like a 3rd string center. Let's bring in Day'Ron Sharpe on a 1-year deal. Maybe bang. There we go. I could also maybe sign Dante DiVincenzo to a 2-year deal. He gets reunited with Randall. All right, so this team is led by Donovan Mitchell, Randall. Like, this team looks so much different than what it did a year ago. Cam Christie goes up. I think we have a lot of depth on this team. And this is just like me throwing, I don't know. Like, I usually sign or try to sign like Jokic or Giannis. So I think it's cool to get Donovan Mitchell and Julius Randall to see what they can do. I mean, Randall has thrived in a way with Anthony Edwards, who's not far off from Donovan Mitchell, like with their usage comparison. So yeah, it's going to be Rollins, Mitchell, Porter Jr., Randall, Zubats, Cam Thomas. Yeah, like we have plenty of flexibility to make a trade. We do have a lot of guards on this team as well. And like who's like at the head of the shot tendency? Yeah, like it should be Donovan Mitchell. Like Donovan Mitchell's touch should be like at a 90. His shot should be at a 90. We're going to lower Randall's just a little bit. Zubats, that's fine. Even lower that a little bit. Porter Jr., let's lower a little bit. Cam Thomas, let's lower a little bit as well. First game in like the new era. Hey, we beat Minnesota by 5. We beat Randall's old team. Shout out to Cam Christie. All right, we are approaching the trade deadline here. We are over like 20 games over 500. We are the 2 seed in the Western Conference. The Grizzlies are 42-9, a team we did beat in the playoffs, but there we are. They're on a 12-game winning streak. Damn. We are the 3rd best offensive team. We are the 4th best defensive team. 2nd best point differential in the West. 3rd best in the NBA. Our winning scorer has been Donovan Mitchell, followed by Randall, who's been for $4 million, an elite pickup. Cam Thomas, bucket getter. 2K likes Cam Thomas, so I don't think I'm going to trade him. Him and MPJ, man, a dynasty here. I think I'm going to keep Ryan Rollins as my point guard. I just wonder if I would trade away Christie or Ellis. Like, both these guys are great three-point shooters. DiVincenzo's been an elite three-point shooter as well. Like, we have so much big depth. I never even ended up having to play Braden Smith and Rob Wright. You know what? I don't think I'm going to make any trades. I thought about upgrading the Zubats spot, but this is the final year anyway. He's hurt. Let's see what we can do and maybe go back to our 3rd straight finals appearance. Kate Cunningham, who beat us in the finals last year, MVP, Jokic, Rookie of the Year, the 6th overall pick to the Kings. 6th Man of the Year, Yegor in Brooklyn. Giannis, D-Point, Golden State. Cameron Boozer, Most Improved. And Clutch Player of the Year, drops 37, by 8 points more with Randall coming here to LA. And you see Jokic, Luka, still in LA. Giannis now playing in California, all NBA first team. Second team, you have the 2019 draft class, top 2. You have Flag, Peterson, and Shea. Third team, you have Boozer, Lamelo, Young, Banchero, and Şengün. And we didn't really get anything there, but we do end up as the 2 seed. We're going to be taking on, who did that say in round number 1? The Phoenix Suns. These 2 teams played each other in round number 1 back. When was that? The 2024 playoffs in round number, no, 3 playoffs in round number 1. It was KD's first year there in Phoenix. We did, wow. We ended the season on a 7-game losing streak. That's not good. Minnesota was 10-0 in their last 10. I don't think anybody got like seriously injured, so it's kind of alarming. Not gonna lie, we're pretty much at full strength here for the playoffs. We know Cam Thomas is not starting at the 3, so I don't need to play all these guards. So no DiVincenzo for the playoffs. I think Aldama can get about 13 a night. He was good for us. We're gonna go 13 to Ellis. We're gonna go like 13 to Christie. I hate having all these guards. We're gonna go 23 to Cam Thomas, 34 to Zubats, 37 to Randall. Let's go 32 to Porter Jr. 40 to Donovan Mitchell is fine with me. Let's go 35 to Ryan Rollins. So we're taking on the Suns in round number 1. Booker, Green, Kispert, Dunn, Maliwatch. It's a fun defensive front court. Grayson Allen and Filipowski, a couple Duke Blue Devils off the bench. We're going to lose game 1 by 13. Jalen Green had 34 points in 27 minutes. We're going to lose game 2 by 30. Not ideal. Donovan Mitchell, can you step up? 7-24 in game 2. And we do win game 3 by 30. There we go. Porter Jr. with 23 and 10. On to game number 4. We are going to win this one. There we go. Brand new series, it feels like. 32 for Donovan Mitchell. He heard me. Game 5. Come on. Goes to the Clippers. There we go. Can we win game 6? Well, Aldama gets her for 1 to 2 weeks, so we are probably going to throw in Derrick Jones Jr. because I need somebody of size. I'm not throwing in another guard in DiVincenzo. So game 6 goes to the Suns by 4. Oh my God. Booker had 54 in that one. Are you kidding me? Game 7. We've done too many of these game 7s today. I mean, this would just be a 3-2 choke lead, but I feel like we don't have the momentum. I feel like they do. Please, get past them. Oh my God, you guys choked it. Where was James Harden when you need him? Wow, they went on a run to end the game and we lost by 8. Donovan Mitchell, love you, man, but you're no James Harden for us. James Harden has that legacy here in Los Angeles. The Mavericks and the Pistons are in the finals. The Mavericks are an 8 seed. And the Pistons beat them in 7. So back-to-back years, the Pistons win Game 7 of the NBA Finals. Was it closer this year around? Oh, God, no. They ended up winning by 56 points. Damian Lillard, Anthony Davis, Phylon Christie, Flag, Bay, Joe, Gafford, Hendricks. What a weird team in Dallas. And that is going to be it for me. Hope you guys did enjoy. I honestly saved the NBA with this rebuild, not gifting OKC a lottery pick. Let me know what you think the Clippers need to do down below. Do they trade Kawhi? Do they trade Harden? Do they get aggressive at the deadline? Let me know. Drop a thumbs up if you guys did enjoy. Thank you all for watching. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.